My child, I need you to stop everything and listen closely, because just moments ago, behind closed doors, a secret meeting unfolded that concerns your very existence. This was not a meeting held in some sleek office tower or a clandestine government hideout where men discuss the fate of nations. It took place in a realm so far beyond our world that it defies every law of existence you have ever known or imagined. This gathering wasn't about politics, money, or the shifting of worldly power, but about something infinitely greater and far more terrifying to the darkness. It was about something that cuts through the very heart of reality itself. It was about you, yes, specifically you. In that shadowed place your name was spoken, not merely whispered but repeated over and over like a pulse that shook the air. It was a sound that sent ripples through the unseen, disturbing the ancient silence that usually reigns there. What they uncovered in this meeting is a shocking truth about your true identity, a secret buried so deep that even you didn't know it existed until now. This revelation is so profound that it will unravel everything you thought you understood about yourself and your place in this universe. I ask you, are you ready to hear it? To truly receive what has been hidden from you for so long? Take a deep breath, hold it tight within your chest, and brace yourself for what is coming. Because once this truth reaches you, once it enters your spirit, there is absolutely no turning back to the way things were before. Let us step into the mystery together and peel back the layers of this revelation, layer by layer, until we reach the core. You must understand that this wasn't a meeting you could simply stumble into or eavesdrop on by accident. It didn't happen in a place with physical walls or windows that look out onto a familiar sky. It happened in a realm where shadows don't just linger in the corners. They move, they breathe, and they act with intent. They watch with eyes that see beyond flesh, penetrating straight to the soul. This place is so ancient, it feels like time itself is trapped there, caught in a web between the dawn of creation and the edge of eternity. The air there isn't like the air you breathe. It is thick, heavy with secrets older than the stars themselves. It presses against your soul like a physical weight, a burden that makes your very bones ache with its intensity. No book written by human hands, no myth passed down through generations, and no whispered tale in the dead of night has ever dared to name this place. It is a void where silence screams louder than any audible sound, a paradox of noise and stillness. It is a place where the ground beneath doesn't just sit, it pulses like a living heart. It is alive with something that feels both ancient and forbidden, a heartbeat from a world long dead. The call to gather in this terrifying place didn't come through letters, emails, or coded signals sent through the wires. It came from a sound low and bone-rattling, like the earth itself groaning under the burden of truths long forgotten. It wasn't a sound you could hear with your physical ears, but a vibration that clawed at the edges of reality. It tore at the seams of the world like a thread pulled too tight, demanding attention from those who dwell in the shadows. And when that sound rang out, they came, beings older than time itself began slipping through the cracks in existence. They moved like smoke passing through a shattered mirror, distorting the space around them as they arrived. Some of these entities had eyes that burned with a cold, otherworldly glow. These were voids that seemed to swallow light and hope, leaving nothing but despair in their wake. Others had voices that cut like jagged blades, slicing through the heavy silence with a sharpness that could draw blood from the spirit. They gathered around a massive table, but it was not carved from wood or stone as you might expect. It was crafted from something alive, etched with symbols that pulsed with a faint blood-red glow. It beat like a heart from a world that should have stayed buried, pulsing with dark intent. In that chilling moment, amidst the pulsing red light and the heavy air, One of them finally spoke your name. A figure taller than the rest, cloaked in a darkness so dense it seemed to drink the light itself, stood up. He was like a black hole, pulling everything into his endless hunger, dominating the space with his presence. When he spoke your name, it hit the air like a spark in a storm, sharp and electric. It ignited the silence with a force that made the others freeze in their tracks. They didn't freeze in fear, not yet, but in absolute disbelief, as if the impossible had just become real before their eyes. They looked at one another, wondering, why you? Why now? They didn't understand why a name like yours would be spoken in the halls of the ancient and the dark. But I do understand, and I have always known the truth about who you are. Your life, every moment you have lived, every struggle you have endured, and every quiet hope you have clung to in the dark, has led to this. It is all part of something colossal, something they thought they had buried centuries ago. They prayed to their dark powers that this legacy would never resurface, but they were wrong. Stay with me, my child, because what I am about to reveal will shake the very foundation of who you think you are. It will light a fire in your soul that nothing, absolutely nothing, can extinguish. You are undoubtedly wondering why your name was spoken in such a forbidden place. You are asking why beings so ancient, so far removed from this world, would care about you. It is because you are not who you have been told you are by the world around you. You have lived your entire life believing you are ordinary, just another soul navigating the chaos of days and nights. You have been fighting just to keep your head above water, trying to make sense of a world that often feels too heavy to carry. But I am here to tell you that you are not ordinary in any sense of the word. There is a fire in you, a spark I placed there before you took your first breath, before the world even knew your name. It is a spark they thought they had snuffed out long ago, buried under layers of lies, silence, and shadows. They believed it was buried so deep it would never see the light again, lost to the ages. But it is still burning. And today it is burning brighter than ever before. And now finally they see it. They see you for who you truly are. And what they see sends shivers through their ancient twisted forms, because they realize you are not just a person, you are a force, a living ember of a legacy they thought they had destroyed. These beings didn't gather for no reason. They came because something stirred in the spirit realm. They came because something they believed was gone forever, erased from the tapestry of time, has returned. Your name wasn't just spoken, it was a warning, a signal that the legacy you carry is waking up. It is rising from the ashes of a forgotten past like a phoenix ready to soar into the heavens. To help this message reach others who need to awaken to their legacy, please type "I am waking up" in the comments right now. This simple act signals that you are ready to receive the full truth of your lineage. You come from a line of souls who stood fearless when darkness closed in around them. These were ancestors who faced the impossible with a courage that could crack the sky open. Your ancestors weren't just people, they were my chosen, my warriors. They were bearers of light, who stared into the abyss and didn't blink, refusing to back down. They weren't armed with swords or shields of steel, but with a faith so fierce it could shatter mountains. They possessed a resolve so strong it could bend the will of the stars themselves. Their strength, their fire, and their unyielding spirit are not lost to history. It is in you, woven into your blood, etched into your bones, and alive in every breath you take. That is what terrifies them so deeply. The shocking truth they uncovered is that you are not just a name on a list. You are a threat, a spark that could ignite a fire they cannot control. You are the legacy they thought they had buried forever, returning to claim your place. My child, when your name echoed through that shadowed realm, the one cloaked in darkness stood taller, his form towering like a storm cloud ready to break. His presence was suffocating, filling the void with an intensity that made the very air vibrate with tension. His voice was low, resonating like thunder rolling across a restless sky, shaking the foundations of that dark meeting place. He looked around at the others, his eyes burning with a knowledge that spanned centuries, and he finally spoke the secret they had all feared. He said, "Your name belongs to a bloodline they were forbidden to speak of, a lineage erased from their history books, but written in the stars." This isn't just about ancestry. It is about a bloodline sealed in a covenant with me, a pact made in the fires of eternity. It is a promise so powerful, so binding, that no force, no shadow, and no power in existence can break it, try as they might. They thought they had erased it, buried it so deep in the sands of time that it would never resurface to challenge them. But I never forgot while they celebrated the silence. I was watching you, guiding you through every twist and turn of your life. Even when you felt like you were walking through life entirely alone, lost in the thick fog of doubt or pain, I was there. Every moment you thought you were breaking, every time the weight of the world threatened to crush your spirit, I was holding you up. I was whispering strength into your spirit when you had none left, fanning the flame of your purpose when it was nothing but a dying ember. And now they know it too. The secret is out, and their ignorance has been replaced by a terrifying realization. The truth they exposed in that dark gathering is that you are not just a person navigating a mundane existence. You are a force of nature, a living testament to a legacy they couldn't destroy no matter how hard they tried. You are a spark that is about to set the world ablaze, a catalyst for a change they cannot comprehend. This truth isn't just about where you come from or who your ancestors were in the distant past. It is about who you are right now, in this very moment, and exactly what you are destined to become tomorrow. You are not just carrying a legacy like a heavy backpack. You are living it, breathing it, and enacting it every day. Every time you have gotten back up after being knocked down by life, you were proving the power of this bloodline. Every time you have held on to hope when the world seemed to crumble around you, you were testifying to the covenant. They have tried to stop you, oh, how they have tried, using every weapon in their dark arsenal to derail your path. They have sent doubts to cloud your mind, trying to make you question your own worth and your own sanity. They placed obstacles in your way, mountains that seemed too high to climb, just to make you stumble and fall. They whispered lies into your spirit, trying to make you feel small, insignificant, and powerless against the tide. They have thrown betrayal at you from people you trusted, hoping the knife in your back would be the end of your journey. They sent heartbreak to shatter your emotions, loss to empty your soul, and fear to paralyze your feet. They did all of this hoping you would break, praying to their dark gods that you would give up and fade into the background. But look at you now, you are still here, you are still breathing, and you are still standing tall. Why? Because I have made you stronger than they could ever imagine, forging you in the very fires they set to destroy you. I have built you to rise, to shine, and to carry a light they cannot touch and cannot understand. The shocking truth they uncovered, the one that makes them tremble, is that you are unstoppable. They know it now. They see the resilience in your spirit and realize their attacks only made you stronger. You are a fire they cannot put out, a purpose they cannot derail, and a destiny they cannot erase. Let me take you deeper into this mystery, because the truth they exposed is only the beginning of the revelation. This meeting wasn't just about remembering who you are or looking back at the past. It was about what you are becoming, the transformation that is taking place within you right now. They are not afraid of you as you are now, though that is formidable enough. They are afraid of what is coming, of the moment you step fully into your purpose and unleash your potential. You are standing on the edge of something monumental, a shift so great it will alter the course of your history. This is something I have been preparing you for since the moment you were born, crafting you for this specific time. Every tear you have shed in the dark, every battle you fought in silence, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, it was all preparation. It was all part of the forging process, hammering out the impurities to leave behind pure steel. I have been shaping you to stand firm when others fall, to be a beacon in places where darkness thinks it reigns supreme, and they feel it. The shadows sense the shift in the atmosphere around you. They feel the vibration of the moment when you will step into who you were created to be. The shocking truth is that you are not just a person living a life, you are a purpose walking on earth. You are a calling wrapped in flesh, a mission that cannot be aborted. You are a fire that is about to blaze brighter than the sun itself, blinding the darkness that tries to hide you. You are a light that will pierce the shadows and change the world around you, influencing lives you haven't even met yet. Take a moment, my child, and let this sink deep into your spirit. You are not small, you are not invisible, and you are certainly not forgotten. Both the heavens and the shadows know your name. It is whispered in fear by one and shouted in victory by the other. They see what is inside you. They see what I placed there before time began. It is a spark that no force can extinguish, a divine flame that burns eternally. You have been walking through life thinking you are just surviving, trying to make it to the next day. But you are so much more than a survivor. You are a threat to everything that tries to hold you back. Not because of your own human strength, but because I walk with you, and I am the ultimate power. I have promised you that no weapon formed against you will stand, and I do not break my promises. That is not just a saying or a comforting quote, it is a spiritual law carved into the foundation of your life. It was written in the stars for this exact moment, guaranteeing your victory before the battle even begins. It is a promise that echoes through time, a vow that holds you up when the world tries to pull you down. But here is the twist that keeps them trembling in that dark room. They are moving now, plotting and planning, not because you are weak, but because you are waking up. The shocking truth they exposed in that meeting has set them on edge like a storm gathering strength. They know that once you fully realize who you are, their hold on you is broken forever. To claim this awakening and show the enemy you know the truth, type "I am unstoppable" in the comments right now. Let your declaration ring out like a bell, signaling that you are ready to step into your monumental future. They will try to distract you in the coming days, to pull you back into fear or doubt. They will send challenges, not to destroy you, but to keep you from looking in the mirror and seeing the warrior within. My child, they will whisper lies into the quiet corners of your mind, telling you that your mistakes define who you are, and that you cannot outrun your past. They will try to convince you that your dreams are too big for someone like you, that you are reaching for stars that are out of your grasp. They want you to believe that you are not enough, that you lack the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to step into the destiny that awaits you. They will point to every scar you carry, every failure you have endured, and every moment you fell short of your own expectations. They will try to use your own history as a weapon against you, attempting to convince you that your broken pieces are all that remain of your identity. But you are ready for this battle. In fact, you have been ready all along, even when you didn't feel prepared. I have been with you in every single storm that has raged against your soul, holding you steady when the winds threatened to tear you apart. I have been there in every battle you fought, standing as your shield when the arrows of doubt flew toward your heart. You may have thought you were alone in the darkness, abandoned to fight your demons in solitude, but you were never truly by yourself. I have seen every prayer you whispered into the void, every tear that fell when no one was watching, and every quiet cry that escaped your lips in the night. I have never left your side, not for a second, and I have been guarding your spirit until you were strong enough to realize your own power. Now is the time to step forward out of the shadows and claim the ground that belongs to you. It is time to stop hiding your light, to stop wondering if you are enough to carry the weight of your calling. You are enough because I say you are, and my word is the foundation upon which your reality is built. This moment isn't about fear or hesitation. It is about a glorious awakening to the truth of your existence. It is about finally uncovering the shocking truth of who you are, and more importantly, whose you are. You are not just my child, loved and cherished. You are my warrior, forged in the fires of adversity to stand firm in this hour. You are my light in a world that is desperate for illumination, my chosen vessel to carry hope to the hopeless. I didn't call you to blend in with the crowd or to shrink back when the pressure mounts. I called you to rise above the noise, to stand tall when others bow, and to nay with a brilliance that cannot be ignored. The world might not see it yet, blinded by its own chaos, but it will soon witness the revelation of who you truly are. The shadows already see it. They know what is coming, and that is why they are trembling in their dark corners. They know you are about to step into a purpose so powerful that it will disrupt their plans and dismantle their strongholds. They know you are about to shatter their illusions and set the world ablaze with a hope that they cannot extinguish. The truth they exposed in that secret meeting isn't just about your past or where you came from. It is about your future, the destiny that is rushing toward you like a mighty river. It is about the moment you finally realize that you were born for something bigger, something eternal, something that changes everything it touches. So what do you do with this massive, earth-shaking truth now that it is in your hands? You stand firm, refusing to be moved by the lies of the enemy or the doubts of your own mind. You pray with a fervor that shakes the heavens, connecting your spirit to the source of all power. You believe with a certainty that defies logic, trusting that what I have spoken over your life will come to pass. You move forward, not with hesitation or fear, but with a fire in your soul that nothing can quench. Pray like the world depends on your prayers, because in many ways, for the people connected to you, it does. Stand like nothing can shake you, rooted deeply in the knowledge of who fights for you. Believe like you know I am with you, because I am, closer than the air you breathe. The battle isn't coming in some distant future. It is here right now, but you are not fighting it alone. I have been preparing you for this exact moment your whole life, orchestrating every detail of your journey, every hardship you endured, every victory you celebrated, every moment you chose hope over despair. It was all training. It was all for this specific time to build the resilience and character you need to carry this mantle. The shocking truth is that you were never meant to just survive, dragging yourself from one day to the next. You were meant to thrive, to flourish, to shine with a radiance that transforms the atmosphere around you. You were meant to change the world around you with every step you take, leaving a trail of grace and power. Look around you, my child, and really see the life you are living right now. See the blessings I have woven into the fabric of your days, even the ones you overlook. Feel the breath in your lungs, the rhythm of life that sustains you every second. Feel the heartbeat in your chest, a constant reminder that you are alive and filled with purpose. Notice the people who stand by you, the ones who support you even when you don't notice their presence. Think of the mornings you woke up and decided to try again, despite the heaviness of the night before. Remember the quiet moments when you felt a spark of hope you couldn't explain, a light in the dark. These aren't accidents or coincidences. They are my gifts to you. They are my fingerprints all over your life, evidence that I am intimately involved in your story. They are my reminders that I am with you, watching over you and guiding your steps. You have walked through fires that should have consumed you, yet you came out stronger and refined. You have faced losses that should have broken you, yet you still found reasons to hope. That is not luck, my child. That is me working within you. That is my hand on your life, lifting you up when you fall, loving you when you feel unlovable. And the shocking truth is that these blessings you see now are just the beginning of what I have in store. There is more waiting for you, an abundance you cannot yet comprehend. There are doors I am opening right now that no man and no devil can close. There are paths I am clearing for you through the wilderness, even when the way looks impossible to your eyes. But let's dive deeper into this truth, because it is not just about you and your personal victory. It is about the ripple effect of who you are and the impact you are destined to have. When you step into your purpose, you don't just change your own life, you shift the atmosphere for everyone around you. You change the lives of those who cross your path, becoming a vessel of transformation. You become a light that cuts through the darkness, a beacon for those who are lost in the storm. You become a hope that lifts the broken-hearted, and a strength that inspires the weary to keep going. You have seen it already, haven't you? Those moments when someone looked at you and saw your resilience, and suddenly they found their own strength. Those times when your courage gave them courage, when your faith sparked a fire in their soul. That is not a coincidence. That is your purpose in action. That is your life rippling out, touching souls you may never fully understand or know. The shocking truth is that you were never meant to live for yourself alone. You were meant to be a beacon, a catalyst, a spark that sets the world on fire with hope. The shadows know this, and that is why they are so desperate to keep you contained in the dark. The shocking truth they exposed in that meeting wasn't just that you exist, but that you are finally waking up to your potential. They have tried everything to keep you asleep, to keep you doubting your own worth, and to keep you playing small. They have sent storms to shake your foundation, betrayals to wound your heart, and fears to paralyze your movement. They have whispered lies in the night, surrounding you with voices that say you will never make it. But every time they pushed you down, you have risen back up. Every time they tried to break you, you found a way to keep going because I have fortified you. I have placed a strength in you that nothing can break, a resilience that defies the odds, just like I did for those who came before you, the men and women who stood against giants and walked through fire. That same strength is in you. It is not something you have to earn or work for. It is yours, woven into your very being, a gift I gave you before you even knew my name. And here is the part that makes them tremble. They cannot stop you. They have thrown everything at you. Doubt, pain, loss, fear, and yet you remain. They have pointed to your scars, your failures, and the times you fell short, trying to convince you that those things define you. But you are still here. You are still breathing, and you are still moving forward. The shocking truth is that you are unstoppable, not because of your own power, but because I am with you. I have promised you victory not just over the battles you see, but over the ones you don't. I have promised you a purpose that no force can derail, and I always keep my promises. So what does this mean for you now? It means you stop living small. You stop apologizing for who you are and stop letting fear or doubt write your story. You start walking with a confidence that comes from knowing I am by your side. You start speaking with a boldness that comes from knowing your words carry weight. You start loving with a courage that comes from knowing you are loved beyond measure. The shocking truth is that you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out and shine. You were meant to be a light that changes everything around you, and that light isn't just for you, it is for the world. Every time you chose faith over fear, hope over despair, and love over hate, you are sending a message. You are showing the world what is possible and showing the shadows that they don't get to win. You are showing the heavens that you are ready for what is next, and what is next is bigger than you can imagine. I am opening doors no one can shut and clearing paths no one can block. I am calling you to a purpose no one can take away. The shocking truth is that you were born for this moment, crafted for this time, destined to rise and shine like never before. But let's talk about the challenges, because they are real. The shadows don't give up easily. They will try to make you doubt, to make you feel like your mistakes define you. They will point to your fears and your failures, telling you that is all you are. But listen to me, those things don't define you because they are not your story. Your story is written by me. And I don't write failures, I write redemption, I write victory, and I write purpose. Every scar you carry is proof of what you have overcome, not evidence of what you lack. So when the doubts come, when the shadows whisper, you tell them who you are. You tell them whose you are, and that the one who walks with you is greater than anything they can throw at you. Here is the truth that keeps them awake. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. Every step you take in faith is a step closer to the life I have planned for you. A life of purpose, of impact, of joy that nothing can steal. The shocking truth is that you are not just here to exist, you are here to shine. To show the world that darkness doesn't get the final word, and that pain doesn't define you. You are here to stand as a testament to what I can do through a heart that trusts me. So what does it look like to step into this truth? It isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It is about saying yes to me every day in the small moments and the big ones. It is about praying when you don't feel like it, and trusting when you can't see the way. It is about standing when you would rather hide, knowing that every step in faith is a step toward the life I've dreamed for you, a life that is bigger, bolder, and brighter than anything you could imagine. The shocking truth is that you were born to be a spark, a flame, a light that sets the world ablaze with possibility. And the shadows hate it. They hate that you are waking up and starting to see the truth. They will try to drown it out, to make you forget, to make you believe you are less than you are. But you are not less, you are more. You are everything I created you to be, and then some. Every time you choose to stand to pray, to believe, you are proving them wrong and proving me right. You are proving that the light I placed in you is stronger than any darkness they can muster. So you keep going, you keep trusting, and you keep shining. You pray with a fire that burns through doubt and stand with a strength that defies the storms. You believe with a faith that moves mountains and love with a heart that knows no limits. The shocking truth is that you were born for this, to rise, to shine, to change the world with every breath you take. The world is waiting for you to step into your light, and I am right here beside you. My child, if this message has awakened the warrior within you, do not let this moment pass by. To stay connected to this truth and receive the encouragement you need for the battles ahead, please click the subscribe button right now. Join our community of believers who are rising up to claim their destiny. Subscribe now and let us walk this path of victory together.